And good morning to you, San Diego. I want to introduce you to Sindi Somers. This is probably the most intriguing, interesting person I've ever interviewed in my entire life. You're an animal communicator, a pet psychic.
Yes.
You know, two things that people really love. They're pets and always intrigued by psychics. Tell us a little bit about your background. How do you get into something like this?
Well, different people get into it different ways. I actually come from the premise that actually everybody is psychic, and psychic simply means spirit or of the soul. I actually started by taking a meditation class years and years ago, and I continued with further training, energy healing, and also clairvoyant training. I didn't learn to be psychic. I learned techniques to help develop and focus that ability. I started with people, and it was my love of animals that actually motivated me to make them a formal part of my practice.
So let me ask you this, Cindy, which is easier, people or pets?
I wouldn't say one is easier than the other. I would say that pets sometimes, animals are a little more likely willing to change a little easier.
What a surprise. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
People can be a little more resistant sometimes.
Let's introduce Greg Todd here this morning too. You're going to do actually a reading.
I am very excited
on
about
this little
it.
guide. Before we get to that, let's talk about you're the CEO of Wild and Tame. Tell us about it. What is Wild and Tame?
Wild and Tame Wellness and Communications. I work with people and pets. I offer a variety of services. I do energy healing and reading for people and pets. I'm an animal communicator. I also teach meditation classes and workshops to people, and that benefits people in every part of their life, including working with their pets, because if they have a hard time being calm, that's going to influence their pets and their pets' anxiety level, and so that can assist them.
So, okay, psychic readings. Give us an example. So you've only had a couple of minutes to spend with Greg's dogs this morning. Greg, what is your dog's name?
This is Henry. This is Stella.
And they're shedding a little bit
Oh, a
this
lot.
morning.
They're excited.
Normally, Cindy doesn't have hairy legs.
No, I don't.
But this morning, okay.
I don't mind this kind.
No, okay. So what do you? Aren't they cute? Okay.
They're adorable, and I have to say, they have settled down, like you said. They're very, very energetic doggies, and very fun to have here today. So I was doing a little reading before, and I'm just going to continue with it. One of the things I was seeing is, because they have so much energy, sometimes it's hard to focus on anything else when they're around. They're very, very energetic. And you had asked me a question about why Stella has started whining about a week ago when you leave or she thinks you're going to leave. And what I was actually tuning into, why I was asking you her age, which is 5, I was seeing it has something to do, and I don't know the specifics of that age, but it has something to do with some changes that are going on with her body and how that is affecting your relationship. As a female dog, whether or not a dog is spayed, her body still has the desire to have children, to have babies, puppies. Children is I guess that's how I call my pets anyway. And because of where she's at in that cycle of life, she's actually directing more energy towards you. She's kind of letting go of that desire to have puppies, and what she was using that energy for is now being more directed to you. So she's kind of a little more bonded, and that's bringing some of that anxiety up. It's like, oh, my baby's going. So it's some changes in her female body that I'm seeing going on.
It's her midlife crisis.
I think that's one way to look at it.
We've all been there, Greg.
But she looks like she's handling it really well. She's cheery for going through that part.
If this is as bad as it gets, I'm good.
No, so Cindy, you really know this? You get this feeling from just spending 5 minutes with these dogs?
I do. I love doing this, and you know how I continue to do it is because it made such a difference in my life personally, and so I really enjoy sharing it with others. I read energy, and everything is energy. Physicists agree, and everything is stored as energy. So that's what I tune into. So I'm able to tune into her feelings and her thoughts and what's going on with her and her body.
What do you say when someone says, "Oh, this is bunk. That's a bunch of garbage"? There's no such thing. Did you ever prove them wrong?
It's not my goal to prove anybody wrong or prove myself right. That's really not my goal. I really don't put any energy into that. When I started, there was more of that, and I kind of learned how to deal with that. It's really up to everybody. You know, skepticism there's nothing wrong with that. You know,
Sure.
we're human. We have intellect, which doubts, and so that's really a normal part of it. It's very experiential. I do it, and then if it resonates with people, great.
You have an appearance tomorrow night. You are going to be, let's see, from 6 to 8 at the Doggy Cafe
Yes.
at the Humane Society. Tell
Yes.
us about that.
The San Diego Humane Society on Gaines, the last Friday of every month, has a doggy cafe where you're welcome to bring your well-mannered leash doggies. And I will be offering mini psychic reading and animal communication sessions for donation. All the donations will be going to the Humane Society.
Any quick tips? We have the last couple seconds here as far as when you're training, working with your dog.
I would say definitely to be present. You know, our pets are in the present moment, and they're great for helping us to be in the present moment. So as much as you can be present and non-distracted and really interacting with them, being consistent with your messages and your training. Otherwise, you're going to have some confused doggies on your hands. And those that really want to please, it makes it really challenging. So clear messages, consistent, be patient, be compassionate. You know, some of the things that we expect them to unlearn, we ourselves wouldn't be, willing to do. So, be patient, be kind and compassionate, and clear, consistent messages is really important.
Greg, thank you for bringing your babies in this morning. Sindi Somers, thank you. They can go to sandiego6.com and, of course, to your website. And good, I guess these dogs, Greg, you're
sorry about that.
They shed a little.
I'm bringing home a souvenir.
That's okay. Thanks for being on. Hey, have a wonderful Memorial weekend.
My pleasure.
As Renee was telling us this morning, the weather is going to be outstanding.
Wonderful.
Great job.